For problem number 1, it says that there's a height of 10 varsity basketball players were measured, and it gives you the 10 measurements. It says use the empirical rule to state the intervals of heights of 68, 95, and 99.7% of the varsity basketball players. So I'm going to show you how to use your calculator to first find the mean and the standard deviation. You're going to find the mean and standard deviation for almost this entire chapter, so it's a good thing to learn how to do it in your calculator. I'm going to press first stat. And I'm going to choose option number 1 because I want to edit. Now, I have stuff in both columns, and I don't want stuff in both columns. So I'm going to scroll up to L2, press clear, and enter. Then it clears everything out of L2. I'm going to do the same thing in L1. Go up to L1 so it's highlighted, clear, and enter. Now, I'm going to put in the 10 varsity basketball players' height. 73, enter. 82, enter. And I hope you're following along. I want you to put in the rest of them. Notice that when I'm completed with all 10 of them, it says L1 is at 11 and 11 is blank, so I'm good. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to clear out of it second mode or second quit. I'm going to press stat again, and I'm going to calculate. So I scroll over 1, and I'm going to calculate a 1 variable statistic. So I press enter on that. I'm going to press enter again. So here's what I know. The mean is 76.4. And the standard deviation is this SX, which is 4.6. And the problem specifically states that you are going to round 1 decimal. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start at the mean, then I'm going to add the standard deviation, go back to the mean, subtract the standard deviation. And that's going to be my 68% of the empirical rule. And then I'll add and subtract again from the outsides and again. So what I mean by this is I'm going to take the mean, which we said was 76.4, and to get the first boundary, I'm going to add 4.6. Then I'm going to take 76.4 and I'm going to subtract 4.6. 0.6. So, of the empirical rule, the lower part of that 68% is 71.8, and the upper part of that 68% is 71.8. So now, if I want to get to the 95%, I'm going to take the lower part, 71.8, and I'm going to subtract 4.6. And there's the left side of the 95. If I want the right side of the 95, I'm going to take the 81, because that's where I'm at now, and I'm going to add 4.6. So for the 95%, the lower part is 67.2, and the upper part is 85.6. So from here, I'm going to add and subtract to those ends to get the 99.7, and that's how you're going to do the empirical rule.